G'day and welcome to the channel. So today, been looking forward to this video actually. It's not very often that any of my rifles get shot off a bench, so I'm really excited about seeing what this particular rifle is going to do. It's had a lot of work over the years, and we're going to have a look and see whether it's still shooting like it should. So we're going to do a review on my Tikka Stainless Lite. It's a T3, not the T3X. I bought this rifle about 5 years ago. At the time I didn't really know how much work it was going to be doing, and I pretty much bought the Stainless Lite version because it sort of looked cool and they were on special at the time. And there's not a lot of options for left-handed shooters in Australia, so this was the rifle I chose. In hindsight, it turned out to be a really good choice. As you'll see from our other videos, our rifles just get absolutely punished. You know, that they get coated in dust, they get knocked around, they get banged against things. You know, they really do some work. So I've had this rifle for about 5 or 6 years now, and best guess I'd say it's probably gone through somewhere between maybe 8,000 to 10,000 rounds, and most of those have been shooting at stuff. So the big difference with the way we sort of shoot is you can go through anywhere from 100 to 200, sometimes 250 rounds before you even put a patch through the rifle. So I know probably 8,000 to 10,000 rounds is not a lot of rounds for a 223, but when you're cleaning it every 100, 200 rounds and shooting 130 in half an hour, then you really are punishing your barrel. So I think it's probably time to either retire this rifle or get it rebarreled. So I thought I'd set it up on the bench, show you how it shoots, and I'm really excited about seeing how it goes myself, because I feel like it's probably still shooting not too bad for what it's done. So we'll come in and just take a closer look at the Tikka action. So anyone who's used the Tikka before will know this, but they are absolutely beautiful. So after 8,000–10,000 rounds, it is literally just like it was out of the factory. Like, it's so smooth. You know, your bolt lockdown is just so easy to operate. And I find when you get a lot of dust on your rifle, it just makes absolutely no difference to the operation of the action itself. So as you can see there, I've got a Burris full field E1 scope on this that I bought when I got the rifle. Pretty much the reason I got that one was that was really all I could afford on my budget at the time, and to be honest, it's not a bad scope. Hasn't let me down, hasn't had any issues, so can't complain. Obviously there's better scopes out there, but for the money and for the amount of punishment it takes, it's all good. Alright, let's have a look at the trigger pull on this thing. I'll be interested to see this because I've never tested the trigger pull. I've had it, these are a user adjustable trigger pull on these. There's a little grub screw in the trigger mechanism that you can adjust with, and I've got it set to the minimum, whatever the minimum out of the factory can be. Alright, let's have a look. Safe. Okay, so let's have a look and see what the poundage is set to. 3 pounds, 8.1 ounces. Okay, so I'm going to shoot some 3-shot groups here with an assortment of ammunition. So first up is the reloads that Steve's done up for us, which are a 55 grain spear varmint projectile, and we'll see how we go. Range is hot. Gotta say, I'm pretty happy with that grouping. Okay, next up we're going to go for the Australian Outback. This is shooting a 55 grain Sierra Blitz King. And these are a nice little cartridge, these. They seem to shoot really well through Tikka rifles. Alright, so now we might run with the Winchester factory ammo. These are just the standard 55 grain soft points, and we'll see how they go. They sound like they got a bit more zing to them, those bloody...
Yeah, they're heavy. Heavy powder.
You know what I haven't got in?
So you're legally deaf in that ear anyway.
Yeah, that's right. Real men don't need earplugs, guys, just FYI. Got to keep the fun police at bay. Okay, and lastly we're going to just shoot 3 rounds of the Federal 55 grain soft point. I've always been a fan of Federal ammunition. It always seems to shoot pretty well, doesn't seem to matter what rifle you put it through. Hopefully it doesn't make a liar out of me. Okay, so there you have it. I'm just going to go down and have a look and see how we went. Safe. Righto, so there you have it. I've got to say I'm pretty impressed. I wasn't expecting those sort of results out of that rifle. For the age of it and the amount of rounds through it, it's shooting really well. So let's have a look at how we went. Alright, so first up we've got Steve's reloads, which look like they shot really nicely out of that gun, which is not surprising. So we're sitting there, we are just over 1/2 inch, basically, 3/4.
Just over half.
Just over half, yep. Nice reload, Steve.
Thanks, buddy.
Alright, up the top here we've got our Australian Outback, and I'm a fan of this ammo. It always seems to shoot really nicely. So if we have a look at that there, I'd say we're at right on 1/2 inch there, even a little bit less, so that's a fantastic result for that ammo. Then we come over to the Winchester ammo. This is a bit of a fly. That could possibly have been me on that one. We've got a nice tight little group over here of 2 rounds. You know, obviously they're pretty close together, but overall we're sitting at, yeah, anyway, well over 2 inches. So never really shot well that ammo out of my rifle, I'll be honest with you. Okie doke, and then we come down the bottom here to the Federal Premium ammo. So I was expecting slightly better results out of that, to be honest. And we're sitting there at about 1 3/4 inches, so yeah, anyway. So there you go. Seriously, I was considering rebarreling this rifle. I want to get another 223 and just use this one for the thermal scope, but honestly I'm not going to rebarrel it. Like, shooting those sort of groups, you couldn't ask for more, especially after that many rounds. So yeah, pretty happy. It was a good experience. Good to see how it shoots after all this time. Yeah, so there you go, guys. Final thoughts on the Tikka T3. Amazing rifle, constant performer. I can recommend a Tikka rifle to anyone, as anyone who's owned one will testify. So if you like the video, guys, just smash that like button, hit subscribe, it really helps out the channel, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.